got a bass player there, noodles, drinking his 5-hour energy to keep his wang up.
He's got a lot of people.
It's for erectile dysfunction issues.
Alright,
let's go.
First off, thanks guys, appreciate it. Always fun to see you guys again. And so, you guys released Heavy Ghetto around 2011 official release, around there. You guys do at least a few shows with the new...
2012.
2012.
Yes. For the people you know.
But so you guys do at least, I know, a few shows with the new material. And then you guys vanished for about maybe 3 or 4 years. And so I guess the big question I'm sure everyone wants to know immediately is, what have you guys been up to in the big old gap?
Well, I don't feel comfortable talking about this.
It's kind of personal.
Well, I think the people deserve.
I mean, anything you guys can talk about, we appreciate.
Well, I had a small medical procedure done. It took me out of commission for a little while.
It was a penile reduction surgery.
Yo, you don't need to go into the detail.
Look, you don't dance around this. Let's get to the point. Okay. It's rolling. It's so enormous. It got to a point we could not even rehearse because we're tripping over his uncircumcised.
Well, I imagine it made the song, especially Tiny Jeans, very hard to do.
Oh well, yeah, very hard. You think you have to create a third leg for the jeans.
Well, my balance was, it's tough to stay on stage and do the dancing and keep in time when you got like a pendulum swing. You keep it on rhythm.
I know.
He has no balls though.
It's like
it's all shit.
Yeah, that's what.
That's how I get the high notes. Don't you know?
That's why he has a great falsetto.
Yes.
It's like a belly gift.
Yes.
Well, you guys mentioned in the making of Heavy Ghetto, you're classically trained, correct?
Yes, I do some, opera.
You want to give them a taste? Give a little drop a little. A little egg drop.
You want a little Italian opera or what?
I cannot speak that language.
I guess you know any Luciano Pavarotti.
Oh, sole mio. Just a little taste.
No, very nice.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you get. Just a little touch.
Okay, so let's say though, you guys, for better or for worse, you guys have been out of the public eye for a long time. What made you guys want to come back, or what made now the time to come back? I guess.
Well, we're back here mainly to support our friend Cao Fei. She's the artist, international artist.
The exhibition today, of course.
Yes.
We worked with her 10 years ago.
Right, the documentary, in 06, right?
Yes, it was 06.
Okay, that's what and they're playing it now on the stage, so they're saying copyright 06, so I'm just going off of that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Well, she saw one of our music video online. She was doing a show in Chelsea at the gallery there.
And then, she
got in touch with us.
Yeah, she saw a video and she was hypnotized. It was like, right, Bong?
Just like,
right? He's hypnotized right now. Billy D. Wang.
I think he's asleep right now.
I think he's on mushrooms. I think he's on.
Well, that's the ability of the glasses. You can be anything you want behind us.
Exactly. But we worked with her 10 years ago, and now we're back to let you know.
We can really.
You missed your cue, okay? Okay, so we're here, and it's nice to finally be considered. It's art.
Yeah.
People really appreciate the beauty of what we can offer.
Well, for other people to consider you art, because I think it's safe to say you guys consider yourselves there well before that. And so now to get that recognition from other people.
Get the recognition from the art people,
So I guess the question. What about me?
It's not. Let me clarify though. It's not crucial to get recognition from certain, let's say, circles, but it's nice to kind of infiltrate. Bring the MSG to a new crowd.
It's a nice surprise.
Yes. That for me, that's the excitement. It's so big, a new group of people whose buttholes have not been stretched out, who've not yet tasted our flavors, right? So
it's bring a little culture, fecal culture, if you may, into the people's mouth. It's a flavor,
That's not
Whoa.
okay.
I don't want to eat that.
Yeah.
Okay, but
You know,
well, yeah.
Anytime you get to play to a different audience and kind of maybe, you know, expand their minds and their butogs at the same time, it's a win-win, right?
So the way you guys are saying it, it sounds almost like you guys have new material ready yet to play?
We do have new material. It's not ready to unleash yet.
Okay.
But
Right now we're just talking about buttholes.
yes, right. Yeah. That's
It's the foundation from
It's
which everything
favorite
is built from.
yeah.
But okay, though, so you have, and again, like I said, Heavy Ghetto had some pretty good positive reviews. People loved it for all intents. But the one thing I was curious that when I interviewed you guys back at Brooklyn Bowl, one of the big things that you even still praise on your site is how your take of Notorious MSG is off of Notorious B.I.G. and a lot of those 80s and 90s rap groups then. And like that was a lot of your guys' influence. Do you think with Heavy Ghetto and the stuff you're working on even now, do you still feel there is much of an influence, or have you found yourself moving on to different bands or genres?
That's a good question. I think it's
I think even with Heavy Ghetto, you know, we kind of moved away from. I think our name
Strict.
maybe borrows from some of those 80s and 90s rap group,
Right.
but our sound, I would like to think
I think especially with Heavy Ghetto, we try to go in a different direction. You know, it has a
Right.
little more rock.
Well,
You know,
because if people can see like Chinatown Hustler or like Die Hungry, and definitely see the inspiration
More
there. And especially
hip-hop.
the video you guys did for Chinatown Hustler
Yes.
is just a giant homage back. But like even when you did like the music video for Red Tonight, or I mean, I think the closest song you would even say is like Chinese Jeans, just because it has a bit more of that kind of folk-ish like
Right.
throwback. Like
These are things that we are influencing
Yeah.
love to listen to growing up. So we started to incorporate that more, as opposed to kind of stick with the narrow
hip
vision.
hop rap
Right?
style.
okay. Well, no, I mean that's a good point to draw into. That again, like all of you guys, born-wise, are outside of America, coming here from Korea or Taipei and various places like that. And I think especially those songs like Dim Sum Girl or even way back Kowloon Bay have a lot
How
of
do
that.
you know Kowloon Bay? How do you know?
I
When did
even
you start
actually-
listening to
Super
us?
fan.
I actually even asked you guys about Kowloon Bay way back at Brooklyn Bowl.
Running a little late, we're waiting for Klaus.
But and you guys actually even said once if I ever mention that again, you would try and play that in the future. But no, I love Kowloon Bay because of how
No, we love
throwback.
that song too.
Yeah, well, because how much of a throwback it was to that kind of more folk music,
Right.
coming from a group like that. Also, in then turned made Heavy Ghetto, which is this giant rap rock album that is, well, not different, but evolved.
Right. How did you find that song?
Kowloon Bay?
Yeah.
There was a program I had when I was younger that you could type in band name and it would search through YouTube
Or like
for
Kazan?
various songs. It wasn't Kazan. It's like Kazan. Like you could do that and make a link that you could download off YouTube.
Okay.
But what I like about that, you could search by band names and pick up anything you could find.
Mm.
So it brought up all like the stuff that you were
There's
popular
that
at the
one
time.
video, I think.
Oh. Did you do that with pornography as well? Yeah.
So anyway,
Yes.
there's
Still uses it.
Yeah, right.
Great app.
My
you
man.
got your phone now. So, but the one thing I want to know about all those different genres you have, again, you Kowloon Bay, Dim Sum Girl, and then you guys go into like the more 80s and 90s, like Chinatown Hustler. You have, Heavy Ghetto came out, more rap rock, and now you have the stuff you're working on now. Do you feel like whatever you're working on now, you have enough, or you've worked enough on it that you can see that it's even going to be different from all of those? Or do you see similarities starting to emerge that you're having throwbacks to those in some sense?
You know, I think there is always some time when you, I know for me, when I create something, you want to capture the spirit of something that you did when you were maybe in a different point of your life. It's nostalgia for you, or, you know, you want to draw from maybe that similar place without duplicating it, you know? So it's sort of that, you know, like you do the things you love when you were a kid, maybe. Let's say you go roller skate. Oh, this is a fun, but it's not exactly the same, right? So we try to take maybe things that we love to do, maybe some style of music that we used to enjoy, but we try to fit it into where we are now in our life. So it's going to interpret different, right?
Right.
Yeah, I feel if we keep doing the same sound of music, it's no longer interesting to us. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully all the albums are coming from a similar place where we were in our life at that time and what would inspire us to make that kind of music. But as we write more and do more music, each time it becomes different. We can't keep doing the same formula over. So we try to, do what keeps us interested.
Then it becomes a formula, like 409,
Yeah.
right? That's not, that you could only clean one type of,
It's
tiles.
it's a multi-surface clean.
really?
I was gonna say
You could do tiles.
in that
do the
commercial.
stove.
as well,
It's not
it
gonna
says-
do the window. You cannot
don't
clean
know,
the
I
window
think-
because it's gonna smear.
I don't know.
You need the glass cleaner.
That's why it's a
you need
formula. It's
that's
made
why
by the
it's
scientists.
predictable, right?
It's a smart people.
But and like you said, you bring up a good point that even I've heard even bigger artists more popular artists, long-standing guys like Dr. Dre and such, and Jay-Z had even quoted them saying like, if you want my old shit, buy my old shit. So like they are very much against having a formula. But I guess sometimes do you feel like the challenge where you may think of a song that you find like I love this, and then you kick back like, oh, this is almost just like Shanghai Hustle. To the point where you worry like people are going to think that.
like what?
Shanghai Hustle.
Shanghai-
What the fuck?
I think I'm
Get out of here right now! Get out!
Interview over.
Get out of here!
I think I mixed two songs together.
Chinatown Hustler, brother.
Chinatown Hustle.
Chinatown Hustler.
Shanghai Superfly.
Yes.
That's what it was,
Yeah,
Shanghai
yeah, yeah.
Superfly.
But you know what? We should write a song for Shanghai Hustle.
We,
You want to join the band?
remix.
Shanghai Hustle. I like the sound of
Let's
that.
just mix old titles.
Yeah.
Just put the song there. It'll just be a remix album.
Kowloon Mother Beach.
Yes.
You
Big
know?
hustler.
But so
Yeah.
like, Shanghai Superfly. Do you ever have a thought of a song like I love that, but it sounds so close to that song that you're worried people are going to think that you just want to repeat that one, or do you ever
Of
like you have
course.
enough songs?
I think
that-
any
Right.
Right.
Maybe any artist maybe runs into that.
Yeah, you
problem,
realize you're
know?
writing the same song again, or there's
Well, I think-
elements similar.
that's just the creative process though. You know, anything that I think it come from one person, after a while you start to see a pattern emerge. It's not because they're
Right.
consciously trying to do
Right.
it's a subconscious, right? You
Right.
fall upon the things, the tricks that you do know,
Right.
you know, but as a creative person you always are trying to expand upon that, right? And that's your job to kind of, I think, through your art hopefully, and if you are working at it, you can grow and try to go outside of what your comfort zone is, right?
It's also a skill to be able to self-edit yourself, to be able to look at your work and know, okay, this is good, this is bad, this is the same shit I did 3 years ago.
Yeah, I love
And
it,
not,
but
it's great, but I
Right.
did this before. How can I make it different? How can I make it, interesting?
yeah, and actually you brought the bit about forming your art, and you mentioned how Cao Fei had found you guys. But what did you guys think of Cao Fei? Did you guys think of Cao Fei when you started seeing the work that you've been making and such?
We respect her as very creative. We like to work with people who think a little bit differently. And I think we shared a lot of the same outlook on, commentary, social commentary. She has a lot of social commentary especially about, China, working class.
Right.
We come from a similar kind of thought process, So
Okay.
it was immediate, and she loved the Stephen Chow movie like we do, and so there's a lot of common. She feel really like a Chinatown sister to us, and we hope to keep working with her.
I was gonna say, are there any? I guess maybe not anything you can say, but are there any thoughts or talk of things of doing bigger, maybe presentations together or exhibitions, fully melded?
Yeah, there has been talk. It's nothing really we can
Concrete.
Yeah, we can talk about right now.
Okay.
But
In time we see.
yes. Right now it's sort of like in the summertime when you get your ball sack just peek out of a little bit when it get but it's not the whole sack has not come out yet. You're just getting a little glimpse right now.
Don't catch
Just
it in the
mo-
zipper.
Yeah, that's the
Don't be too hasty and catch
that's
in the
happened
zipper.
to him as we're getting ready for the show.
It happened to me like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think he needs a next reduction surgery. That's why it's an epidemic,
I'm
right?
all
Is
sad.
that why you guys came back to
He's the
raise money?
opposite.
I got the share.
Yeah, together you will be right.
Yeah, stop.
We have to find a way to
Right.
Frankenstein this guy. But yes,
When the twin powers activate.
I think you guys are just about done with time we have. But real quick, I did want to ask one question that I always get a lot of interest from you guys, and I love it. It's always good talk. But again, Billy is here, and I had to always ask, how did you, a somewhat non-Asian fellow, meet up with these three fellows and form together? So
somewhat. You're
Somewhat.
somewhat.
I feel like at this
It's
point,
not one
It's
one of them.
ambiguous.
Yeah.
Really.
His last name is
Right.
Wang.
Right.
His name's Wang. So
Is it contagious? I don't know. So, one more.
one more.
Oh,
Finish up.
Yeah, this is the last question.
No, I was, it's difficult to talk about because there may be some extenuating legal circumstances involved. I don't want to incriminate.
Well, we like him
certain
because
parties.
he's not Asian, but he watches a lot of Asian porn.
Oh yeah.
So he's already in the good,
Like in spirit.
Yes,
Spirit.
yes, and I can tell
We
you
found him in
are
the-
quite the aficionado as well.
We bumped into him, this cat, in the Chinatown internet cafe.
That's
You know,
right.
we picked over the computer.
And he was jacking it.
He would,
At
but
the-
you know
at
what
the
he-
Dell-
he
at
had
the
a
Dell
good taste in
workstation.
the right
Right.
Asian porn movie, so.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, again, your guys' show was in less than an hour, and obviously I'm looking forward to it. It's a great setup. You guys haven't seen it yet. It looks fantastic in there. And
What's your website?
my website is earlsmphotography.photography.
Great.
And then on there, yeah, you guys can see all the stuff we just filmed today. And hopefully I'll be talking to you guys in a few weeks stuff when your new stuff comes out, a few months or so.
Right. Anytime. Hit us up.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks
Absolutely.
for
Yeah.
stopping by.
Thanks
Okay,
for the
guys.
support, brother.
I hope you guys have an awesome show.
Thank you, brother. Bill.
See you there.
Alright.
Thank
See
you,
you
guys.
there on the beach.
I hope you brought the change of underwear.
Thank you,
I
brother.
brought a backpack.
Alright.
Looking good, smells is good. Schoolhouse. Couple on the rules of the Chinatown street. You need some schoolhouse. No ABCs and a 1, 2, 3s.